documents will be made public. Let's get more on that now. Professor Sahar Aziz is the Chancellor, Social Justice Scholar and the Director of the Centre for Security, Race and Rights at Rutgers University Law School. She's in New Jersey. Sahar, thank you so much for your time. We're hearing a big push for people wanting to see the details of this report. How much legally can the Attorney General release? Can he release all of it with all the supporting documentation, or only some of it?
Well, the Attorney General has significant discretion, and there is no legal basis for him to be prohibited from releasing the report. But the question is, how will he exercise his discretion to release it to the public? And usually, if he has claimed that he wants to release it, or he will try to be as transparent as possible, probably because 81% of Americans, both Democrats and Republicans, according to Washington Post poll, have said they want to see the full report. And Congress, particularly the Democrats in Congress, and arguably even many Republicans, are going to be calling for him to release the full report. The primary restriction may be if there's classified information or highly confidential information where he may redact part of that. But I think that the wave is pushing him, the public wave is pushing him to release at least most of the report, but it's ultimately up to him.
We know virtually nothing about what's in the report, but we have heard reports in US media that there are no new indictments. Is it unusual that we already know that sort of detail, and is it significant?
It is unusual that the Justice Department came out and said that. Although in light of the cloud of suspicion that's been over the presidency, I can understand why at least they wanted to clear that specific detail, because the Mueller investigations have both set a cloud over Trump and his administration, his campaign, but more importantly over the presidency. And I think someone with the stature of Mueller is very sensitive to the fact that the presidency must be preserved as an institution. And the indictments that he has issued so far have been at least a signal to those who come in the future, who occupy the presidency in the White House, that if your people, and even you possibly as president, compromise our democratic system or compromise the rule of law by colluding with foreign governments, or at least attempting to use foreign interference to defeat the other side, as with the emails, that were released through WikiLeaks, then at least your close confidants and your aides will be prosecuted. But clearly there's no evidence that shows, at least if there's no indictment, presumably, that Trump directly did so.
Just briefly, could we see more legal action or criminal charges come out of whatever's in the report?
Yes, because there are other investigations that have been opened and that may even be opened based on what's released that's public in other U.S. attorneys' offices. It probably will not be indictments against Trump, certainly while he's president, but it could possibly be against family members. It could be against other aides. So the scope of the investigation, while the Mueller investigation is over, there are other derivative investigations that are going to come out of that investigation and whatever is released to the public. And remember, even if the public doesn't see those reports, other U.S. attorneys may have access to some of the information that the report is based on.
All right, Professor Sahar Aziz with Rutgers University Law School, thank you so much for your time.